Okay, so do we have an update? Kind of, yes. The update is I threw everything out except one day's worth, and the day's nearly run out, and that's today. The update is I officially feel like a piece of shit, like actually like vibration low. Update, I actually did go to the gym. Bit baked, but I did go to the gym. Was not bad in preparation for tomorrow. Muscle size is there. We've definitely put on some fat. Not ideal, and obviously feeling like really bloated. Not ideal at all. That's the consequences. Also really not enjoying this stoned in general, feeling like it's really ruined my vibration from being just a way higher frequency. So, or just being overfed or not moving. So that's where that is. I have successfully started looking at the ex's socials less and showed myself that I can resist and be like, don't look. And if I don't look, it's easier, obviously. Like, I know it seems like rocket science, but if I don't look, I don't trigger myself almost. So it's like I'm almost addicted to the triggering the self. So it's more like, okay, don't do that, do something else. That's that update. The update is I'm fascinated how quickly my vibration can change. It feels like in, 1 week of poor eating and consuming grass, just wow, like very different vibration. But we're okay. We don't need to be mad at it. We call it a mini refeed bulk something, right? We call it our muscles feel better. In hindsight, my metabolism does feel a little more stable, if that makes sense. So as long as I don't do anything stupid right now and rip my calories to very low, my metabolism is not bad and should just ride me out. So maybe we'll just sit with that. So that's that. Deadlines kind of removed. Without deadlines, it feels weird. It feels weird because there's nothing necessarily to hope for or to be that, but I think I just want to look after myself. What there is to look forward to is just to look after myself and feel my best self, so I feel my best. That is a realistic problem in relationships for me. Like, let's be straight up. I can blame the ex, I can blame every ex, I can blame. One of the major issues between me and relationships is that I don't love myself. Surprise, surprise, the ex had the same thing, so we really resonated. But two people that don't love themselves, that's just, well, it created what it created. Anyway, so working on loving myself, basically, which is tough, but rewarding. I've done it before, it's fine, we'll do it again. Tough, but rewarding, and just get over it. Just keep moving. So I need to disconnect from actually thinking about thoughts. I kind of started watching a bit of educational content, so at least when I'm just on the couch and being like sad and depressed, instead of just listening to music on repeat, I'm starting to put in data, which is making me a bit hustle, bit move, bit something. Just put in new data somehow, please, Jesus. It's very hard to convince myself to put in new data right now. I'm just like, no, let's be sad. Stop. It's not sad. It's like I'm afraid to let go of what was. I'm afraid to let go of what the relationship was. But the relationship will never be what it was anyway, we think. Even if it ever came to it again, it would never be that again anyway. But really, don't know, just afraid to let go of that, but must let go of that and must love self. Must love self, because it's literally like I'm noticing the pattern repeats itself even outside of a relationship, by thinking of her or hoping she's okay or whatever it is, I am literally again putting her in front of myself. Instead of me doing what I need to do during the day and being like, okay, now I have the space to see if you're okay. You know, that's a really different shift. So I must look after myself first. No one else is doing it. I need to remember that, like, nobody is going to look after me other than me, which is good. Thank you for letting me work this out, because I was like, I'm sitting down and I'm like, I have to work this out. We have to go back in love self era. Love. Everything that I do, I must love that I do. And if there's something that I do that I don't love, I cannot do that. Yeah. And just like put me first. And then see if I can fit other people in. If they want in, they can't. But anyway, it's a process. It's weird. It's a weird process. It's a weird process because I can be in a glimpse of everything's good, I'm loving myself, not in an egotistical way, but I'm just loving it, flowing it, or even not, like, it's not even in my awareness. And then it's more so hatred of self. It's hatred of self, like you've fallen off the wagon, you're eating processed foods, you're still stoned, like, what are you doing? Like, but in reality, it's been a week. It's been a week since the album got recorded. So it's like I did the album record and then there was a week of emotional, like, turmoil. That's really what it's been, roughly-ish. But irrelevant. It's like not good. Anyway, you know, I'm so hard on myself, and then I hate myself and I bash myself so hard that I, like, shrivel up as a human because of my own self-bashing. No one else is doing it. I'm just like, you're shit. What? And then I'm like, okay, I'm shit. I'm sorry. So why am I doing that? Like, that's a weird thing. Like, nobody else is doing that. I'm just doing that to myself. So I've tried to battle it. I've tried to assess everything, but I think even in recognizing it now, that's been good, because now I can go, okay, well, there it is. Stop bashing yourself. Is there any actual reason to bash yourself ever? No, there isn't. You can learn. You must be kind to yourself. Must be, but not kind and let yourself get away with things. Kind, but yeah, kind. Be kinder with yourself. And be like, come on, man. You can do it. Get into gear. You're all good. Just everything's now good. Everything's thrown away now. Get onto it tomorrow. Let's go. Let's start moving. You'll be all right. You'll be good and you'll be feeling great. Let's make the most of every minute of every day. Like, let's make the most of every minute of every day. Let's max out days. Instead of, like, at the moment, my thing is, like, at the moment it's come to be like, oh my, I think that's how sad I am. At the moment, my day is like, when will this day end? It's like I want to run away from the day. That's sad, man. That must mean I'm in a pretty sad place. Ugh. That's shit. Poor Andrew. Well, I'm dealing with a lot. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm dealing with a lot. And the grass was a bad move as an added depressant, added appetite, loss of control, and increased anxiety, and yeah, just not good ability to just check out. Very, very poor decision. Didn't know, cool, caught it early-ish, Oh no, well, ish, yeah. A week is early-ish. Like I know myself better now. Like than giving it a month or something. Yeah. So that's that's where I'm. That's where I'm at. I have to look after myself, and in loving myself, I teach other people how to love me. Like, if I love myself, I won't put up with certain things, and I will attract certain behaviors because I treat myself that way. So it encourages the other person to treat me the same way. So if I want to be treated like, let's say, royalty, I need to treat myself like royalty. Actually, yeah. So if I want to be worshipped and treated and respected and just great, I need to do that for myself. I need to treat myself that way. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. So how I love myself, I unconsciously am training people around me how to love me. Unconsciously. Basically. Or at what standard. Which is cool. But basically, it's an issue I have to solve. It's an issue I have to solve. It comes up in every relationship. And until that's actually done, I can't, with any integrity or any sort of, any human ability, get into another relationship. I know that that's an issue, and I know that that doesn't work in relationships. And I know that needs to be handled before I personally can go into another relationship. Because I was so rejected when I was younger in school, my deep attachment of like when a human likes me, I forget self-care completely, forget about self, and I'm completely in the other person's world. So I think that like I'm not deserving of love or whatever it is. So I must really love myself and really understand who I am, who I'm not, and feel that entirely in my body, or at least to a greater extent than I ever have before. And I really never paid major attention to it. So, you can only know thyself as much as you can know thyself. But I never looked at it from this angle as like, oh, I can see this trait actually doesn't work. And then when I start growing or start trying to change and begin to love myself, my priorities change and I almost shift as a person. And then the partner has to like deal with this new shifts or whatever it is. It's a new dynamics, etc. Like if I'm feeling better about myself or worse about myself, it's just like I need to get it handled. I need to get it handled. There's no other way around it. So I can say as much as I want about the ex, and everyone has their own issues, right? And but that is a definite issue for myself, and I can't get into another relationship. So that needs to be handled. So I need to love myself. I need to do everything from love. Back to love. Like back to love. You can't beat love. You have to do everything from love. Maybe that's the energy I should give myself. In a weird way. Love. Ooh. Have I ever given myself love? The feeling. Stay with me, this isn't hippie woo. Like, I'm actually getting it, if that makes sense. I can give myself comfort, for example. So, if I'm like lying like this, I can like, we've probably all done it before. We like, hang on, here's my mic. We've probably all done it before. Like, or you lie down and you just like, I'm comforting myself. But how often do I give love to myself? Like love. Like love. Do I ever give myself love? I give it to other people, but not to myself. So like, I gotta give myself love. In every moment, I've gotta give myself love. Instead of that, I've got to rewire it and give myself love. And it will shift how I feel completely. Instead of that, give myself love. Instead of that, give myself love. Okay. We can do that, I think. So that's interesting. I've never given myself love, so I don't even know how to, I need to figure out what love works for me. And then in that, I also have a deeper understanding of how to love, because I've poured that love into myself and seen what works, what doesn't, or don't know. I've gotten more practice of giving love, I guess. Is that the strategy we go with? Do we just go with love? Yeah, love and sex, like love and a bit of naughtiness. That's a good vibe. That's not a bad vibe. That's a great vibe. And a bit of masculinity in there, and a bit of bad boy in there. Oof. But generally love. Because you want to be a little bit balanced, like throw in like pieces of the other personalities in. Stop thinking. When you catch yourself being negative towards yourself, how can you change that and turn it into something that's loving? Like love yourself. Say something nice about yourself. If you've said something negative about yourself, now you must say 3 things that are nice about yourself, for example. Whenever you catch it. And start with something like that, I think. And just get on track. Get on track. Diet movement usually solves 95% of problems, and not being baked. That will definitely shift us into a more positive state. So that'll be step 1, and step 2 will be, well, that's a good step 1. Step 2 will just be patience. Continue. You feel good now. Yes, this is it. Just continue. You'll continue to look better, and you'll continue to feel just as good as you do now. So that's it. Just don't do anything else. That's all that needs to happen. So we'll begin. I'll feel good in X amount of days. I'll feel better. And just keep doing that. Don't change anything. That's the only rule for Andrew. That's it. That's it. You've got carbohydrates in at night. You've got movement, not a killer amount of movement. You just continue doing that. It's very easy. It's very straightforward. And upon getting it, it's your job. You need to feel good. You need to feel good in front of the camera. You must be responsible for this, Andrew. You must be responsible for this. Like, it is your job. That is how I have to look at it. It is my job, so I will get it done. Anyway, as you can see, I am a mess. But amongst this mess, we did at least get an album down, which is good. Which is good. Something got created out of this noise and mess, so that's good. And, here we are. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Well, fingers crossed, I don't have anything left now. I guess tomorrow, it's sober Andrew. At the very least, that's guaranteed. But everything else will be guaranteed as well. So, we're going to be back. We're going to be back. We're going to be back. Okay. It's just a blip. It's fine. Everyone calm down. It's just the grieving. It took a bit to reach me. It reached me. Cool. I've grieved. Feel that. Cool. Now moving on. Let's raise the vibe. Let's go. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.